Hola a todos, soy Tyrelle, Audain, your handsome cricket rockstar. Welcome you all to another episode of the Cricket Rockstar Plus Show, and we're gonna get on with it right away because we have football and cricket to talk about. So we're starting off with the evening and the night session at the FIFA Men's World Cup from last night on the 25th of June. In Group F, the Netherlands confirmed top spot with an impressive 3-1 victory over Tunisia, controlling possession right throughout the match before sealing the win with that late third goal. And at the same time, when the Dutch were playing the Tunisians, Japan and Sweden battled out to a 1-1 draw, a result that was enough to send both teams into the round of 32. And later in the night in Group D, Turkiye produced one of the big surprises of the tournament so far, despite the game being a dead rubber for them as they're already out of the competition. They surprisingly defeated the United States of America 3-2 in what was a thrilling 5-goal contest, while Paraguay at the same time and Australia played out a goalless draw, which meant that the Socceroos finished in second position. As for Paraguay, they are now on the waiting list to see if they'll be one of the third best, or should I say one of the 8 best third place teams, because they currently have the same amount of points as the Aussies, but at the same time, they're in danger of missing out on the round of 32. But regarding the US defeat to Turkiye, it was a good thing for the Americans. Why? Because 9 of their main starters were given a rest for this game. But at the same time, you can see in the first half when they were playing in LA against Turkey, they were completely exposed by the Turkiye attack. The evening ended up concluding with the Dutch finishing in first place in Group F, Japan second, while the United States still advanced from Group D at the top of the table despite the defeat alongside Australia, who mind you lost to the Americans just a week or so ago. Both sides go through. As for the Paraguayans, they'll have to wait. Sweden, thanks to that loophole, they are through to the next round. Now to some glorious test match cricket where day 1 of the third and deciding test between England and New Zealand at Trent Bridge, Nottingham, belonged largely to the Black Caps. After winning the toss and opting to bat first, the New Zealand openers went on a leather hunt. That's because their openers produced a magnificent 314-run opening stand, which involved Tom Latham, who scored 151, and Devon Conway's 157, completely decimating England's bowling attack for most of the day. However, late on the first day, they fought back in the closing stages through Jofra Archer, Gus Atkinson, Ben Stokes and Joe Root claiming 4 wickets in the final session to halt the Kiwis' charge. Nevertheless, it was a day that the Black Caps will always have the advantage on, as they closed on 361 for the loss of 4 and firmly in control heading into the second day. Over to the Sir Viv Richards Stadium in Antigua, where the first of 2 of the Gary Sober's Michael Teixeira test matches involving the West Indies and Sri Lanka teams begun yesterday on a wicket that offered a balanced good pitch with good pace and bounce and good carry for the batters as well, which made it very comfortable for them later on in the first day. But nevertheless, both captains want to establish control in what promised to be a very close 2-match test series. West Indies, led by Roston Chase, will be aiming to make home conditions count, while Dhananjaya De Silva Sri Lanka arrived full of confidence following a successful ODI series, which they won 1-0. As for the T20s, they lost 2 matches to 1. But nevertheless, though, this series is expected to be tight, and every session is very critical as both teams will be chasing valuable World Test Championship points. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, have won, I think, 2 out of the couple of World Test Championship matches they have played so far for the 2025-2027 cycle. As for the West Indies, they are yet to get on the board with regards to victories is concerned for the World Test Championship. They've been a disappointment so far. They lost 2-0 in India, 2-0 in New Zealand. They were blown away 3-0 in the Caribbean against Australia last year, where they were bowled out for 27. They want to put all of that aside. But coming into this match, though, West Indies suffered a massive blow, losing Shai Hope to soreness in the shoulder, which opened up the door for Joshua De Silva's return, so as Amir Jango. But let me just say this. West Indies' fielding wasn't all that bad. It was the wicket-keeping of Joshua De Silva once again. His job is to is with the bat, not with wicket keeping. Why I'm saying that is because he dropped 3 critical chances behind the stumps. Personally, knowing that Shea Hope was unavailable, they should have at least tried Amri Jangu behind the stumps. He is good. He's a better keeper than Joshua De Silva, to say the least. De Silva should be focusing much on his batting, in which he has been doing for the last couple of seasons, to say the least, racking up a lot of runs for Red Force, so as Jangu. But on the other hand, De Silva's wicket keeping is not up to par. Same thing was said about Imlat. He was dropped. De Silva came back because he was scoring runs on the domestic circuit. Now, 3 drop chances. This is why West Indies is missing Shea Hope, to say the least. But nevertheless, they had a very good first day against the Sri Lankans, where they bowled them out for 304. This is after they had them 5 down for 110 at the post-lunch session. And at the end of the day, West Indies openers faced just 1 over, where they are yet to get off the mark. Day 2 will be very critical for the West Indies batters if they want to stay in the match. And that's all the time I have for this video. If you liked it, remember, follow me on all of my social media platforms, from Facebook to X to Instagram and even on TikTok. So until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, for the next video, the more powerful thing than hate is love. Thank you all for watching, and I'll keep you all updated with all the football and cricket as I can. Bye bye for now.